A Gantt chart is like a timeline that helps you plan and manage projects. Imagine you have a big project with lots of tasks to complete. Let's start creating the Gantt chart. Everyone can make it easily. Start with the project start date and the project's name. In the next row, we have a serial number, tasks, then who has been assigned to the start and end date of each task. Duration of days in which that particular task has been done. Then status, which means the task is completed or blocked or whatever the condition of the task is. Then tell about the work done in percentage. Now we start to create a weekly calendar. For it, we use the formula. If the month of the date, E4, adjusted for the weekday falls before the current month. If true, subtract 28 days and adjust for the weekday to find the start of the previous month. If false, subtract 7 days and adjust for the weekday to find the start of the current month. As we press enter, we get the result. Here we change the format of a date. Go to Numbers, click on it, a small window will open, click on Custom, select the type of date that you want. It means a date with the month's name, and the name will be shown in the first 3 words of it. Press OK in the next cell. We again put a formula, but this time it's so simple and easy. As usual, start with an equal sign, click on the cell J3, type plus sign, then 7. Press enter. Here we have a date of next week. Now click and drag to get the week dates with the help of these formulas. Now go to the Format, select the Format cells. A small window will open. Click on Alignment and change the orientation degree from 0 to 90, then press OK. Here we have a hash symbol, which indicates that the data requires more space. So we increase the size of the cell. Again, go to the Format and click on Auto Fit Column Width. On the date cells, select the cells that cover the weeks of a particular month and then click on Merge and Center. After that, write the name of the months in the cells. Now select the selects for the year. In the same way, select the cells that cover the 2 months and click on Merge and Center, then write the year. Now color the year's cells and full row of months' names. Put the data in these cells. We put the starting and ending dates. The next step is to calculate the days in which the work has been done. We use the formula here also to get the result accurate. Here we use the formula of if with net work days. If F8 is empty, the formula returns an empty value. If F8 is not empty, the formula calculates the number of workdays between the dates in cells E8 and F8 using the network days function. The next step is to give information about the status of the work that has been done, or it is blocked or in progress. The situation of the task will be given in this column. For this purpose, we use the drop-down menu to enter the data with accuracy and efficiency. Select the status column, go to the Data tab, click on Data Validation, and a small window will open. In the first option, choose the list. Then Source. The source is the range in which your data is present. Then press OK. When you click on any cell in this column, you can see a small arrow on the side of that cell. It means that here you have a drop-down menu. Click on it and choose according to your requirements. Next one is %done, in which we show the percentage of that task. Probably you have data in both decimal and percentage form. So select the column and go to the Home tab, click on the percentage sign. All your data in this column will become in percentage form. Come to the status column again. Select it and go to the conditional formatting.
A drop-down menu will open. Click on the new rule. A small window will open. Click on Format only cells that contain, then come down to the first option and click on a specific text. Then in the third box, right there, the specific text. Then click on Format and choose the color which you want. After all this, press OK in both windows. See, we have the status of completed in green color, which I chose for it. Do this procedure for all the status conditions. Come to the cell J8. We use a formula with weekdays. This formula checks if the value in cell J5 matches a specific weekday derived from the date in cell F8. If it matches, it outputs U. Otherwise, it returns nothing. By changing the font to Wingdings, we can incorporate visually appealing icons and symbols into our Gantt chart copy and paste to all cells. See, we have marks in those cells which have the ending date of the task. The next step is to show the particular dates prominent. For this, select the All area again and then go to the Conditional Formatting and click on the new rule. A small window will open. Choose the option Use a formula to determine which cells to format. Then put the formula of and with weekday. If the value in cell J5 is greater than or equal to the start date, adjusted by subtracting the number of days in the previous week plus 1. Ensure that the value in cell J5 is less than or equal to the end date. Then click on Format and select the color that you want. Then press OK. These lines show the period or duration of each task. Select this area to show the percentage of work done on these dates. Go to the Conditional Formatting. Click on the new rule. The same procedure that we have done before, but the difference is that we change the formula terms this time. If the value in cell I8 is greater than 0. Ensure that the value in cell J5 is less than or equal to the calculated end date, which is the start date, plus the duration of the task calculated as F8 minus E8 multiplied by the value in cell I8. This is adjusted by subtracting the number of days in the previous week plus 1. Also, verify that the value in cell J5 is greater than or equal to the adjusted start date, which is the start date, adjusted by subtracting the number of days in the previous week plus 1. Click on the format to choose the color. Select any color, then press OK. Again, press OK. The dark blue color observed on specific dates denotes the progress status, which is calculated based on the percentage of work completed. Now we are going to prominent the last date of completed work with color. Here we use the AND formula with weekday. If cell H8 equals completed, and if cell J5 equals the date in cell F8 adjusted to the beginning of the week, then the cell of the last date will be in golden. Same procedure for it. Go to the Conditional Formatting, use the formula here, choose the color, and press OK. Here we got our result for the task, which has the status of completion shown in golden color. As we change the status, the golden color will disappear. This color will shown only when the status is completed. Now the last step regarding status is to show the blocked work. We are going to show it in light orange color. We use the formula of and with weekday. If cell H8 equals blocked, and if the value in cell I8 is greater than 0, and if the date in cell J5 is less than or equal to the calculated end date based on the start date in cell E8, the duration in cells F8 and I8, and the weekday adjustment. Also check if the date in cell J5 is greater than the start date in cell E8 adjusted by the weekday. Same way conditional formatting, put the formula and choose a color for blocked. The Gantt chart is completed.